He doesn't walk into the room he enters like a question no one dares to ask. You won't hear him coming, but you'll feel his presence like gravity. In a world obsessed with being seen, he is the shadow that cannot be ignored. While others beg for followers, validation, and applause, he strips all that away. What remains is rare, dangerous, untamed. He doesn't perform, he doesn't posture, he doesn't play by the rules because he's already broken the whole damn board and built his own. He's not a leader. He's not a follower. He's something else entirely. He's the outlier, the question mark in a world full of exclamation points. He doesn't just walk alone, he chooses to, and it terrifies those who can't exist without noise. What lives inside him isn't meant for public display. It's a blacklist, a private manifesto of truths too raw for the polite world, not because he's afraid to share them, but because the world isn't ready to hear them. Until now. 1. I don't want to be your leader. I want to be free. While others chase positions of power, the Sigma doesn't care about leading the pack. Leadership often comes with chains, expectations, politics, followers to please. He'd rather be the ghost in the machine, influencing without being trapped in the spotlight. His power lies in freedom, not followers. He understands that every crown comes with weight. Most people want a throne because they want to be seen. The Sigma wants space to move without explanation. He refuses to be tied down by obligation or politics disguised as influence. Leadership often demands compromise, and compromise corrodes identity. A Sigma will choose authenticity over control every time. You won't find him trying to rise in a corporate hierarchy or lead a mob of followers. But don't be fooled, his impact is felt, quietly, permanently. Because the most powerful form of leadership is influence without authority. He doesn't need an army behind him to be dangerous. He only needs space to move in silence. His mission is not to command men, but to master himself. 2. I see through social masks and I don't respect them. Small talk, office politics, social climbing. It all looks like theater to him. Sigma males are allergic to fake. They see how people wear masks to survive, but once you see the game, it becomes unplayable. So they walk away, and in doing so, they often expose what others try so hard to hide. He observes what most miss: the slight change in tone when a boss walks in, the way people change opinions in a crowd, the forced smiles, the shallow validation, and he finds it all exhausting. This isn't arrogance, it's clarity. Sigmas don't waste energy pretending. They won't fake friendships, flatter to fit in, or put on a personality costume to please a room. And when he does speak, it's never for social currency. It's because he has something to say. He would rather be disliked for who he is than loved for a mask he never asked to wear. The world plays dress up. The Sigma shows up unfiltered, because there's nothing more powerful than a man with nothing to prove. 3. I'm not lonely. I just don't need you. The Sigma male's solitude is not a wound. It's a weapon. Most people surround themselves with others to avoid silence. Not him. He finds clarity, power, and energy alone. His detachment isn't about being broken. It's about being whole without external validation. In fact, he often finds crowds more lonely than isolation. He doesn't fear silence. He thrives in it. While others seek connection to distract from their inner chaos, he dives headfirst into that void, makes a home in it, and emerges sharper than before. He has no problem being alone on a Friday night, not replying to texts or traveling solo across a continent. The world thinks he's detached. He knows he's independent. And in a culture built on constant stimulation, solitude is a rebellion. The Sigma doesn't seek company to fill a void. He is the void. And within that darkness, he finds what others fear: peace, power, and absolute control over his own mind. 4. Your approval means nothing to me. Sigma males don't dress for status. They don't talk to impress. They don't build their lives around likes, shares, or applause. Their compass is internal. Once you kill the need for approval, you become ungovernable. He doesn't chase trends. He doesn't need your validation to know he's on the right path. His decisions aren't made for optics. He walks into a room knowing that nothing there can define him, because he already defined himself long ago. This makes people uncomfortable. How do you control someone who doesn't care if you like them? How do you shame a man who's made peace with himself in silence? He's not defiant, he's indifferent. And indifference is a form of power most people will never understand. 5. I don't fight for dominance. I exit the battlefield. Alphas posture, betas submit, sigmas vanish. When drama, ego, or power plays erupt, the sigma doesn't engage, he disappears. Not out of fear, but because he knows the game is rigged. The most powerful move is walking away with zero explanation. This is his secret weapon. While others waste energy on power dynamics, he simply opts out. You want control? Take it. The Sigma's playing a different game altogether. One where his value isn't determined by how loud he roars, but by how well he moves in silence. To a Sigma, dominance is primitive. Real strength is in self-control. Real strategy is knowing which wars to walk away from. And real power is knowing you don't have to prove anything to anyone. 6. I remember everything you think I forgot. They may be quiet, but they're not oblivious. Sigmas notice the micro-expressions, the offhand insults, the power grabs. They file it away silently. You won't hear them confront you in the moment, but you'll feel the consequences when you least expect it. They don't need to get even. They just remove access. Slowly, cleanly. By the time you realize you're out of his orbit, it's irreversible. He won't seek revenge, but he'll never forget who tried to undermine his peace. Every move you make, every fake smile, every manipulation, it's all filed away. So when he finally disappears from your life, understand, it wasn't impulsive, it was strategic. The Sigma may forgive, but he never forgets. And when the cut runs deep, he doesn't bleed, he closes the wound, hardens the skin, and keeps moving. He turns betrayal into data. 7. I choose peace over people. If your presence disrupts his energy, you're gone. Simple. No drama, no warnings. Sigmas protect their space like a sacred temple. They understand that emotional clutter is just as toxic as physical clutter. This boundary isn't negotiable. The Sigma male has no tolerance for chronic complainers, emotional manipulators, or chaotic souls. He'll choose silence over shouting, isolation over tension, and peace over popularity. He'd rather lose people than lose himself. And when it comes to protecting his mind, he's merciless. 8. I'll never need you more than I need myself. Sigma males are self-contained ecosystems. Relationships can be beautiful, but not essential. They'll never be emotionally dependent because they've spent years cultivating inner resilience. Love is a choice, not a crutch. He doesn't look for someone to complete him. He is already whole. That's why his love, when given, is powerful because it's not based on need, but desire. And if the connection becomes toxic, he walks. No arguments, no begging, no chaos, just space reclaimed. The Sigma will give you loyalty, depth, and presence. But the moment you mistake that for dependency, you've already lost him. 9. I let people underestimate me on purpose. They'll play dumb, they'll let you talk, they'll watch you misjudge them, and then they'll win in silence. Sigma males understand the value of being underestimated. It allows them to operate under the radar, outsmarting louder, flashier personalities. He doesn't need you to see him coming. In fact, he prefers you don't. He'll let you dismiss him, ignore him, mock him. Because when the results speak, your opinion becomes irrelevant. This is not weakness, it's camouflage. And by the time you realize he was never the fool, it's already checkmate. The Sigma turns doubt into distance. Your underestimation is his invitation to dominate quietly. 10. You'll never own me. Not your company, not your relationship, not your label. The Sigma male is a man without a leash. You can't guilt him, can't trap him, can't manipulate him. He knows who he is, and no one's script will ever rewrite that. He's immune to emotional blackmail, immune to peer pressure, immune to status games. You can offer him money, fame, attention, but if it costs his autonomy, he'll walk. This terrifies the world, because most systems are designed to trap you. The Sigma breaks the system just by existing outside of it. He is not lawless, he is sovereign, and you can't own a man who answers only to himself. On a final note, the world mistakes silence for weakness. In reality, it's the sound of self-mastery. The Sigma male doesn't shout his truths because he doesn't need to. But make no mistake, behind that quiet stare is a blacklist of rules the world can't digest. He is not antisocial, he is selective. He is not cold, he is careful. He is not aimless, he is unbound. And while others sell their soul for acceptance, he simply watches and walks away. Because sometimes the most dangerous man in the room is the one who says nothing at all. The Sigma doesn't want your throne. He wants his time, his mind, his silence. And when he walks past the noise, untouched and unbothered, it's not because he doesn't hear you. It's because he already knows how the story ends and he's busy writing his own.